bulletin boards at all in Texas. Maybe they'll let us go up there, but there are a lot of...
CP squared has 51 degrees of freedom, making...
I got hungry, and I ate it.
We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this wave just comes up.
Making just a little complex robot, but it is controlled by living brain cells, much like those inside your head. Researchers...
This moth isn't just swinging around, it's been bugged.
Grow collections around 3,000 brain cells in the lab. The cells grow collections with each other and start communicating
using electrodes implanted into the muscle.
Some are hard to found out respond predictably. Signals from robots ultrasound distance sensor.
Here, signals are sent to its left flight muscle to make it lift that wing.
The output of these cells can be used to control
different signals can be sent for it to lower its wing, to lift both wings at once, or to make them flat.
They each have a motor in them, and it actually drives forward when I walk. It actually powers that knee through the step.
Powered through Bluetooth technology.
Increasing the frequency of the pulse makes the wings beat faster. If a signal is sent only to one side while the moth is flying, it will veer in that direction. Implanted electrodes into the brains of tree beetles,
and they
close to
talk to
neurons
each other
that
and try to
control
mimic
flight.
the stride length
A computer
that the other
program in
one's
the
doing. If I
device
speed
controls
up,
the
the other one
beetle,
can realize
and
it's
here
doing it,
it
and
beats
it'll
its
speed up
wings
as well.
and takes off when a negative voltage is sent to its brain. Researchers are putting moths in control and using them as a pair of eyes. They've found out how to intercept signals from their visual system and how to use them to make a robot move. Here, a graduate student demonstrates how the robot can be steered. Combining living and machine components could eventually make robotic systems more effective.
Legs when an IED hit his convoy in Fallujah, Iraq in 2006.
The IED went off directly underneath me and took off basically everything that was hanging over the ledge of the seat, my legs. And then it killed my sergeant in front of me and my good friend next to me. My gunner lost his right leg. I shattered my hip. I have 32 pins in my hip. I broke my pelvis, so I have a 6-inch screw holding that together. I lost both legs above the knee. I broke 4 fingers, broke my jaw, broke my nose, lacerated kidney. So I recovered well, I think, and great care here and done well.
Today, I use the Bluetooth prosthetics.
It's a lot of hip control. In my other legs, I usually have to use all my thigh to power through things, but since these are moving on their own, then I actually just kind of have to lift and shift my weight a little bit.
He says they're a bit heavier than the other 2 microchip prosthetics he's worn, but they require much less effort to operate.
If they're not programmed right, they kind of do their own thing sometimes, and they'll kick for no reason. Like you'll just be standing there and be like, and just kick off to the side.
Able to master the stairs just yet.
Sometimes when you go near a computer or something, you'll hear the computer start prison, so it does do that a lot. And I'll be like, I'm sorry, and I have to turn my legs off.
Communicates robot wirelessly. The team plans to use their robot brain power. New behavior in the future. They hope there are enough similarities to teach about unknown aspects of our own brain.
Boyd was conspiranoid, barking chemtrails in the skies. Claiming Bill Gates had put microchips in all the chicken pot pies.
Welcome, everybody.
Himself in his lawn chair.
We're going to be going over some craziness today.
Microwaving his burritos. Now he always wears his tinfoil hat.
This song is for you, CC. I know you're probably never going to watch this, but fuck it. Just like I did your mom last night. What?
Berrien, contrarian, felt Dr. Tony was selling her lies. Sort of keep from getting that big bad flu. She sprinkled cat urine into her eyes.
Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
Garlic cloves in her nostrils, and dryer sheets taped to her head. Berrien, contrarian, is now stinking up a hospital bed.
Anybody in the site should go to send us a message and we'll send you a link for sure, like we always do. I'll only say that 150 more times in the stream. Here we blow. No horse to water, but you cannot make him drink. Just like you can't make an idiot wear a mask over his face.
Be wary of conspiranoia, as purveyors around. For an open mind to open spills its contents on the ground.
Almost. Yay, we have all of our regulars here. Awesome. I love you all. You're all amazing. I love this list. This list is amazing. All right, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another What the Fuck with Slim. Oh, did I already cuss before? No, it doesn't matter. That's not a thing anymore, I don't think. I think they took that back. But anyways, let's get to our disclaimer. The opinions of the people that we are going over in here We do not always believe, and especially the person that we're going over today, we do not agree with their stuff. And I'm going to do this because I don't think that he copyright claims people, but just in case, I'm going to throw that up there. And then before I bring in our guests, like I said, if there's anybody who wants to join us, just let us know, and we will send you a link. So here is our dumb intro.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard. Action Bastard, I need you. Action Bastard, I need you. Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're stupid. All right. So there we blow. Let's begin bringing in our guests, and then we'll get to our side of my chats. So, of course, bringing in first is everybody's.
Some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
And there's our brainless.
Hello.
How's it?
How is everybody?
I am good. It's only I think it says nope, that's hold on, let me just see where we are. I'm at 82 degrees here, and there was a tiny bit of rain, so it's kind of cooling down. I got stuck in a hailstorm yesterday while I was walking around downtown, and yeah, we had flooding all over Fort Collins. There's video of cars floating in the water and stuff. That's how much water we got yesterday, and that's not normal for Colorado. So that's definitely signs that there is the climates of the changes. So yeah, good times. All right. The other person isn't here exactly yet. Okay, sweet. Just making sure. I was gonna, but so bringing in, of course, is everybody's. And
hello.
Our local witch.
You're right. Sorry about yesterday. Friendship emergency.
Yeah.
That's it. No, this looks so much darker on camera than it does in the mirror.
That's okay. You look wonderful, honey.
You look awesome.
I'm the one who looks like shite on camera. So let's say hello to the side of my chats, and let's get into the idiocracy of CC. If you
always check makeup on camera first.
Yeah. Things always look a little bit different in the cameras, in that lighting, the way the sensors pick stuff up. I always think I look handsome until I look in a mirror and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ugly. I forgot. Never mind. So let's say hello to our side chat. We have our Canadian Ollieman. How are you, sir?
Hey, sweetie.
Yeah. We have our Commander 401. And we are doing good. We're glad you're here. We got a Harry Warp. We have a Cidamonese.
Cidamonese.
Hey,
we have a and we have a demon.
An orb.
Hello.
Demon of the orbs. Because remember, every time you see an orb, a light orb, it's a demon. Okay. It's demon that is following you. It's our demon. Okay. We got our Owl Trucker. And thank you, Brainless, for doing this for me. I was almost getting there. I have too many things that is going on right now.
Yeah, that's why yesterday I copied it. I was like, oh, save that.
Yeah, so if you want to see me do a shot, just send me $5 on one of the thingy-mabobbers to help pay for my alcoholism, I guess is the best way to put it. So anyways, here's our Schizma Crasher. And of course, they are our channel sponsor, and being a channel sponsor, here's their commercial. I know I've said this multiple times, but I will make a new one. I want to expand on it. I have something in my head that I want to do for it, but whatevers. We'll get there very soon. Let's see if there's anybody else that I missed.
Well,
It doesn't.
somebody just popped in, so
We got a Tubian. Welcome. Yeah, Hailstorm. That's
Hailstorm.
great. Well, they're a decent band. They got a couple of good songs. But anyways,
Wasn't that
thank
Hailstorm?
you. What?
Wasn't that Hailstorm the band? Or am I just having a proper Mandela
Hailstorm
effect?
is an all Hailstorm's all female band, and they had a couple of good songs.
Okay.
A lot of people love them in the Americas. They're a good band to see live. Let's put it that way. But I'm whatever. They're good. Let's put it that way. And we have a tiny captain as well here.
Hello, Captain.
You're right, hun.
Or it's protection from Vaughn's gods. Yeah, because I'm so scared of Vaughn's gods that it won't even help him like get out of his situation.
Scary.
Yay, we have a Hooves here hanging out with us. Toto is the best band, and Africa is the best song ever made. Fight Me. I mean, I would agree that it is a very, very wonderful song. I don't know about the best. I mean, we can wrestle in the mud over it.
It's mental.
Yeah, well, yeah, totally.
It's like they was a band for another song that was like really huge, and can't remember what it was, and that was just like their little side project, and they were just this like quirky little band together having fun, and then boom, Africa.
Okay.
Boom.
Boom.
We love blasphemy.
And yes. We can definitely do a music talk another night for sure. So if there's anybody else in the cinema chats, we have a Superma Ghost. There's a Superma Ghost.
Yeah.
He is streaming Friday again, everybody. Barry is.
Barry.
So let's go ahead and let me find the subject we're going over today is going to be CC. I'm not going to give away what he said is fake, and that's why we're doing this whole thing, but I mean, he normally just like talks out of his ass for like 20 minutes, but what he freaking says in this one is just insane. I think we're going to listen to like the first couple minutes, and then we're going to get to where he actually says the real idiocracy that we're going to talk about. And this is why I think that he is fake. I don't believe he is a real person. I think he's an AI bot. I honestly do, because everything he says is just completely insane. Ooh. So I don't believe he's real, just like I don't believe Hans Wormhat's real, and I don't believe Daniel Pratt's real either. I think that that water heater that he used to be in front of, that was his mistress. I think that the water heater. Well, I think the water heater invented him. I think the water heater's more real than Daniel Pratt. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Mm-hmm. And we will be doing a whole thing on Daniel Pratt. He loves, when I do stuff about him, he loves calling me a tattooed face, pedo, sister, screwer, hick, whatever. He called me a lot of names. And unfortunately, well, I do have the images of it. But I don't need to show how horrible of a person he is. Most of us know, and if we don't know, we will talk about it in another thing. And right quick, Africa was written written in unicorn milk by the architects of the female reproductive system of the universe. Totes, exactly. Hey, okay, hey, Booma. Oh my Jeebus. Have you seen the video where Vaughn claims dust on his security camera? Yeah. Oh, Six Drops, how are you doing? Welcome. Nice. We've got a lot of the peoples here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh.
The amount of people that claim orbs are like, sorry, the amount of people that claim that dust and insects and general like mist or moisture in the air are ghosts, orbs, all that shit is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, because you have to remember there's a sensor that's trying to take in information and it's going to get those things wrong. You're going to have anomalies all the time. It's not a perfect system. Even your eyes and your senses aren't. Proof of the matter is you need glasses, you need hearing aids. Some people need can't feel things. I don't know all the diseases of the not feeling and the over feeling and the barely touching things and feeling like pins and needles and all kinds of screwed up things where your senses will give you the wrong sensation, right? We have negative sensations of things as well, right? People can't look in light. Some people
there's
feel like
literally something that happens that
check out Skydiver Tanner's Facebook.
Yeah. Demon also posted a thing in your Discord. I think he's referring to the same thing.
Okay. We'll look at that in a second. After we listen to this douche nozzle for a minute, sputter out nonsense, and then we'll get to like the actual like real idiocracy of this. And this is why I believe he is not a real human. He's an AI bot. Hi, Mama. There's our Mama.
There's the Mama.
So let's go ahead and put on the CCs. Haha, the CC on the CC. But anyways, that's how dumb I am. Before we get to that, of course, we have to play this because like this is exactly what it is gonna feel like to everybody, even if you don't do drugs.
What? Oh. What's in this shit?
Yeah, that's exactly what I feel like every time I listen to CC, even though I do smoke a lot of weed and drink a lot of alcohol. But I still feel like I'm on hallucinogens when I listen to this douche. So let me just double check. Hold on, let me just double check.
Imagine what it's like for people who have to deal with him sober.
Imagine his wife. Can you imagine being his wife?
Oof.
Like I would have ran away so fast, or I would have like jumped off of a cliff in Minecraft. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have taken the kids and been gone so long ago. The only thing is like he must have like a really good pension or something with where he works must like got really good healthcare, medical or dental or something where she's just like, I'm going to keep fucking the pool boy. You know, like I only got to listen to him like 3 hours out of the day because I can just drink like a couple glasses of wine and just go to bed at 8. And this dude is up at 3 a.m. talking to himself in the living room, right? So how much time does she spend with him? Probably none. But she's got a nice house. Her kids are well fed, all these things. So that's the only thing I can think. Because I don't believe she believes in that because of what we've heard her say before in the past. And we may go over some of that, where she's called him an idiot and to stop talking about this. And then she said in the movie theater when they were watching the Lego movie or something, that he needs to go see a therapist. So once again, let's watch this and then we'll get into the idiocracy of. Well, we'll get into his wife and what she has said to him. Let me check the side chat right quick. Okay, we'll talk about all of that fun stuff in a second. Jeebus Christ, you side chatters. Yeah, give us a second. Let's get through this, a little bit of this first.
Good afternoon, wherever you may be. CC
Side chatters because they
from New
talk
York,
about anything aside from what we're watching.
Yeah, exactly, Timely. That's why I said, like, let's talk about this first, and then we'll get into whatever y'all are talking about. That's why I love our side chat, because they try to distract us as much as possible.
Westchester County. It's 7/21/23. It's July, guys.
Exactly.
Now I know, I'm sure you probably want it. Well, today's a Friday. I'd like to give you something to think about on a Friday. I don't know how to dance around this, But that Psycho, shit. You know, I don't even want to get into it. You know, I really don't. The Gilgo Beach.
But you're gonna do it
going on here in
anyways.
New York. I think I'm going to be censored if I get into any of this, because I have some.
I think I'm supposed to say, no, we don't have time to pull over. We've got to get to the thingy-mabobber. And then it's Moon and what's his name? They're licking the ice cream later from House of a Thousand Corpses or whatever. Anyways, well, we might show that clip later if somebody would remind me. You have those I have those earrings that you do, but they're strapped down to my loads. Yeah. That's how people keep me attached to things. I try like getting away too much and they use them for my leashes. But we'll talk about that in the dungeon later. Anyways, Cece's wife is a real OG. She dissed him more than any of us have and ever will. Exactly, something. And that's what I'm saying. We have like 3 videos of her talking shit about him. Yeah, Rudy fucking Tootie. Rudy fucking Tootie. Yeah, that's the scene I was speaking about. And of course, I can't remember the fucking name of the clown, even though I met him. What the fuck is his name? Oh god, I feel like a dickhole. We were doing a horror convention. And me and my ex Jamie at the time were sitting down eating a meal in the restaurant that was inside of the theater. Captain Spaulding, goddamn.
Yeah,
but what's his real
Spaulding.
name? What's his fucking real name? Anyways, y'all tell me. Yeah, I know. I feel like a douche and also. But anyways, Sig Haig. So we were sitting down in the restaurant and they made everybody else clear out. And when they came up to us, the head promoter was like, no, they're talent. They stay. And so we're the only 2 sitting in the restaurant. And Cece, this is how boring you are that like, I'm just going to go on a tangent for about 20 minutes. Anyways, this whole crew of like people just like come into the restaurant and Sig Haig and a handful of other like famous people, they like look over and they're like, oh, people sitting. And literally he sat right next to me on my side. And I had like 3 other famous people and all these like movie producers like sitting around, and me and my significant other at the time, we were just sitting there going like, this is amazing. And he kept talking to me. He kept like having a conversation and put his arm around me and gave me a hug when he left. Like, I'm so glad I got to have that experience because unfortunately, RIP him. Everybody, give your blessings to him because he was an amazing person while he was here, because he showed me so much love for not knowing who I was. Yeah, exactly. That was an amazing experience that I got to have with him. I met Sherry Moon for like a second or 2, but she really didn't care about meeting. Well, I'm not saying that way. She was busy doing things, so she was like, yeah, okay, hey, sword swallower, and kind of, But anyways, let's blow on with this idiot.
Beliefs on exactly what's happening with this. No, look, this guy did do this, but he didn't do all of them. And it's no way that they spent 12 years looking for this guy. All right, when all of a sudden a new administration comes along and they figure it out within a year. So I want you to think for a second, okay? Why did the new administration find this guy who's 6'4", huge, big guy? I mean, how many people that are 6'4" do you know? Or maybe he was 6'5", whatever it may be. It doesn't make a difference. How many people?
They didn't have evidence until recently, you dumb cunt. That's what was going on, you fucking idiot. You don't even know how the fucking world works, you twat. I'm just going to skip ahead because we really don't need to hear him talk about this case. And if you don't know about the case, it doesn't matter. He's an idiot. Yeah, now Sid can chase Pee Wee Herman around in the afterlife. And as long as Pee Wee Herman's pants are around his ankles, then I'm down. Anyways, we'll talk about that later. Yes, R.I.P. Pee Wee Herman, I forget his real name. My brain is kind of not working today for some reason, even though I just saw his name in the papers. But anyways, let's keep blowing on. I want to get to here, though. So it's about here-ish that he starts talking about the flat earth again. And he's not bumbling about nonsense while he's driving this van that he drives to give assistance for. We're thinking disabled people, or he's just a driver for an old folks home or something like that. I don't have any confirmation. I'm just guessing, and there's nothing wrong with that. He's doing a service, obviously, but when you're sputtering out this nonsense, we have to call you out. So here we go. Yeah, there we go.
All right. Continuation of the last video. I was cut off. Had to take that phone call. I'm going to try to leave off where I left off, I guess.
Jesus Christ!
But I think I'm just going to get into the second half of the video. And
okay, flat Earth.
Have you think about a few things?
Yeah, totally.
Just a couple of things, obvious things, easy things.
That's what your mom said last night when I had sex with her. I mean, never mind. So we do have a Superma chat. So 6drop says, I got Slim's brain in a jar, not his fault. Yes, thank you for doing that, because I'm not thinking. I want to say straight, but we never think straight. We only go forward. So I'm not thinking correctly. There we blow. That's the right words to say, because I've never gone straight in my life. So here we blow. Let's keep going on with this. And thank you for the $2. 6. Here's where he's going to say,
ball spinning for billions and billions and billions of years. With all the continents on it. Yeah. You see all the continents on it? I know, but there's something that isn't right. All the continents should be at the bulge of Earth. Yeah, that's right. That's where they should be.
You idiot, they fucking are, you twat whistle. What are you talking about? Most of the fucking continents are like around the equator per se. Right? I mean, we did have continental drifts.
Yeah.
So Australia did fucking throw itself into a fucking weird ass place. But if you look at most of the continents, and especially we were Pangea and then Pandora and then blah, blah, blah for a hot minute, right? And so actually we're only on this side of the ball, right? If you look at the globe, literally one side is pretty much blank and the other side is full, and everything is kind of in the middle, right? Because Antarctica and the North Pole aren't huge land masses per se. They're ice masses, right? Right? Somewhat. So technically, the most land is around the equator. And if I'm wrong,
I mean, Antarctica and that lot are land masses, not ice, because that's the problem with it. If they were, there are a lot of glaciers around them, but if they were just water, then the ice caps melting wouldn't be a problem, because like it wouldn't elevate the water level. But because they are physical objects, the ice melting is what's causing the sea level to rise. That's how I remember it. Otherwise, that would be lost in my mind.
But sure, again, most of the land masses are around the equator per se. You know what I'm saying? So what he's saying, he doesn't understand, again, anything that what's fucking going on, because he doesn't actually look at a globe. You want to know why? Because globes is fake. So, of course, he's not going to. So let's go on with the rest of the idiocracy.
They're all somewhat clustered around it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. One side of the globe is
what we're going to quite a few, but like Europe and that lot are kind of above it. Otherwise, it's like America goes through it, Africa goes through it.
Okay, sure.
Like,
Mama's saying that most of the land masses seem to be north of the equator. Sure.
Yeah.
But let's. I get what the thing that this dumbass forgets. The reason why all of the land masses drifted away from each other is because of the tectonic plates. So all of these plates, which I think there's like 9 massive ones or something like that. I don't remember exactly the plates and of whatever, but as they move and shift, and some go into each other and some go across each other, it just matters on where you are. That's why the continents are where they are, not because the ball is spinning so fast. That's what he's trying to claim. He's trying to claim the ball is spinning so fast that all land masses would be in the middle, and that's not how this works, you dumb cunt. Yeah. We have a cute furry and cuddly beaver duck thing.
Like, but the locations of it all makes sense from when they were clustered together,
exactly.
and how
yeah.
They drifted, and like it all makes sense.
Yeah, he thinks that centrifugal force would cause the bulge and make the lands go to those that bulge, when it just makes the water bulge a little bit more, and it is kind of oblong. I don't know. I think it's oblong, but not. Anyways, let's keep blowing on because he says something way more stupid, and then we're getting
broke up because of spinning.
But
if that were the case, they would have gone that way, not circular.
Yeah, no, I know.
Circular, but that would have meant they kind of go in an arrow shape towards, if it's clockwise or anti-clockwise. What?
Yeah, so no, he's just an idiot.
Sorry,
and so let's
thinking
keep going on because because just wait till what he says is fake. Once he says this certain thing, this is what proves that he's an AI bot, I believe.
The equator. They shouldn't be all over the place. They should be right at the equator. A Pangea at the equator, wrapping around the entire spinning wet ball. Yeah, that's how it should be.
No.
Explain.
I just did, dumbass.
Explain to me how
tectonic plates
on the spinning wet ball.
We are spinning at 15 degrees per hour, and from that movement, it is causing everything to pull itself towards the center of the ball, which can be at any point in the sphere, pushing everything down towards the center mass. I'm trying to make this as easy as possible for you, CC, even though I know you're never going to watch this, and everybody watching this already knows all of this information because we all graduated high school, you idiot. Anyways, and I don't know if the magnetic poles help with any of with gravity. I don't remember, but there's things that are causing things to pull everything to the center of this mass that we live on.
Okay, please. Because gravity is very selective.
Mass makes gravity, and we're on the largest thing around us.
It's weird. For some reason or another, it holds in trillions and trillions and trillions and quadrillions of gallons of water.
Because of what I just explained.
But little butterflies and dragonflies.
Because what they do is their mass is so small, they can use inertia to push against that force to get them to do those things. The reason why birds have hollow bones is so they can fly, you fucking twat. If it was anything could fly, why aren't we flying, motherfucker? Why can't I just fucking will myself to fly in the air, or just flap my little tiny arms and get myself to fly through the air? You idiot. Gravity fucking uses mass, and we can't fly because gravity is actually more intense than your punk ass wants to think. Is it a weak force? Technically, yeah. But it causes me to fall to the ground when I get too drunk and my balance goes off and I fall over to the side. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's complete gravity. I mean, I think that's part of the alcohol, but I fall over for a reason. And why do I fall down? Because everything's being pulled into the center mass. Why am I not falling sideways to diagonal? Why am I not falling up?
Flies and insects, they don't seem to be having any problem at all getting around.
I've unfortunately practiced this way too many times, not for this video, but for talking about CC. I've already said these things watching these videos so many times.
How does it work with air? And our air isn't just being shot out into space.
Exactly. That's what I'm
Because
saying.
when you take a vacuum, you take the air out of the
A
second
dragonfly
floor.
has to flap. A dragonfly has to flap its wings a gazillion times a second. I don't even know like the real, you know what I'm saying? To fly through the air to do what it does. A butterfly has to do a certain thing. Yes, you do have birds that can get into an airstream and they don't have to flap their wings and they can seem like they're stuck there and or zoom across your sight without moving their wings because they found a jet stream. They found an airstream. They're using their hollow bones, their feathers, and all of that fun stuff to their advantage to be able to do that. And that comes from gazillions of years of evolution. It didn't just happen overnight. They had to just learn how to figure out a way to hop from tree to tree at some point and then go further and then go further. And then, and supposedly most birds can see through different fields of vision as well. And they can technically see the thermal layers and some other things supposedly. So once again, you don't understand how the world works, you idiot. How does my carny ass know more than these fucking well, I guess I actually graduated school. So hey Gavin, everybody say Gavin's a good boy and he's not racist. Yeah, the scaling of thingies too, and then let's see. Butterflies will fall to the earth if they're not flapping their wings. So, and water can vaporize. Vapors can go up because of evaporation, and there's all these thingamabobbers that he wants to like cry about, but he doesn't fucking know how it actually works. I hope one of these days you find him. Oh my Jeebus, that would be amazing if you ever saw him. Let's see, before we get further into this. Yeah, well, I actually am kind of learned at it, even though I'm a dumbass. I actually have like... And the fun thing about this right quick is these flat earthers are like, oh, you don't even know the globe model, or you don't even know the numbers, or blah, 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 yakety schmackety, right? And I'm like, no, I didn't know all this before you idiots started making me learn it, and now I know it, and now I can like tell y'all how this actually works. And I'm not completely parroting everything as well. Like, I remember some of this stuff learning in school, and then I go and relearn it myself as well. I don't just listen to Simon Dan or whoever say something, Planner Walker or whoever say something, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go parrot that today. Like I've looked into these things and I know all the different claims that they've gone through. Okay. In the car trick, showed my 7-year-old the helium balloon in the car trick. It seemed weird. Oh, yeah. Okay. How you can be moving and it's gonna stay there, right? Or whatever. Yeah. That's why I love all of you here, because most of us in the side chat and around have at least are in the field of something that like we can say, no, we understand numbers, you dumbasses. You don't understand the numbers. It's not our fault that you're the idiot. Hey, Clockwork. Yeah, they can see magnetic fields on the earth, which helps them get around or something like that. And I guess, whatever. So they use a lot of senses for them to be able to do this, you dumb cunt. Okay, so let's see. Okay, just making sure nobody wanted to join. And let's blow on. And he's going to say something really insane and almost right now.
And you poke a hole in the ceiling.
Oh, it's
the first room. It's an automatic rush, split second. Okay, just like a tin can out of the ocean. Boom.
Okay. We're gonna have to backtrack so we can get him talking about this whole air thing really quick, and then we'll get into the idiocracy of what he's gonna say right after this.
Doesn't seem to be having any problem at all getting around. How does it?
Yeah, except for they have to flap their wings a gazillion times to make them keep fucking being in the air so that they can fucking not fall out of the sky, you dumb cunt.
Work with air, and our air isn't just being shot out in space. Because when you take a vacuum,
it's called an
air
atmosphere.
out of the second floor of a room, and you poke a hole in the ceiling from the first room, it's an automatic rush, split second. Okay, just like a ting.
Yeah, it's called atmospheric pressure, and our atmospheric pressure gets lighter and lighter as we go up until we get to near space, and then also space, and then space technically isn't a full vacuum. It's not a perfect one completely. But again, our atmosphere is the reason why it's not like in Spaceballs when they put the vacuum up to that fucking dome bullshit and they fucking vacuumed out all the air and all the sand and all the stuff. You are a dumbass, CC. And just wait.
Tin can out of the ocean, boom. It's automatic.
Yeah.
See, now gravity didn't hold that air in.
No, it does.
That gravity is the same gravity that's supposedly holding the air in at the bleeding part of space. Doesn't make any sense to me. These are obvious things that should have answers to, but don't.
I just gave you the answers. I literally just gave you the answers.
Are what they telling us the truth? Or is it something to indoctrinate you?
You know, when you go from really fast, I know, whatever. I live in the Rocky Mountains. I think Fort Collins is like 5,000 feet up or something like that, I think is where we are. I was born in Estes Park, which is I think 7,000 feet up or 6'5" or something. The air is a lot lighter up there. There's a lot less air molecules when you go up there. When we used to have touring bands come in from out of town, especially from sea level, we have to get a EMT to bring us a bottle of oxygen so that in case they start to feel like they're going to pass out, we can give them pure oxygen so they can reoxygenate their blood because their blood is not used to being without that much oxygen. So, CC, go to Mosquito Pass with me and tell me that fucking air doesn't get lighter as you go. The air pressure doesn't change. The air molecules don't change, homie. Just because you live in Westchester, your mom's vagina, or whatever the fuck you live. Dude, you're at sea level, homie. You don't understand atmospheric pressures because you don't change all the time. When I go and drive to like Colorado Springs, I go up and down. My ears pop 3 times going through and coming back down. Like there are certain times where you can tell the car is like not having fun because there's not as much oxygen, you know, and it's used to more being run through the filters and shit. So yeah, go to Mosquito Pass with me and somebody look up how tall that is. I think that's like 7,000 feet high or something like that. It's right above the tree line. It's right above the tree line where trees stop growing because there's not enough oxygen for them to grow because they need oxygen to grow. So there are tree lines when you go to the Rocky Mountains. So let's keep blowing on and hear what the idiocracy he's going to say next. And this is why I know he is an AI bot.
Is it
prove me wrong?
That we live on a spinning wet ball where there's no proof, there's no pictures, there's no evidence? When there's evidence that we live on a level, flat ground here, covered with something, a dome? Perhaps?
Nope. Perhaps, he said.
We have evidence of that because we have no curvature. There is no Coriolis effect. I think they just broke a new world record with that. 4 miles?
I have proof of Coriolis effect by shooting long-range weapons or guns and or projectiles. You literally, matters on where you are on the earth and where you are in the degrees where you have to take account to some of that. A lot of times it's way more that it has to be the wind, but you do have to go, okay, I have to go to the right a little bit more or, you know, the left. And you do have to calculate a little bit for that. So I mean, I've like firsthand seen having to change the way that you shoot your artillery to get it to hit your target, because guess what the government doesn't like to do? Waste fucking ammunition. Yeah, miss. Exactly. Waste ammunition, miss. So they always wanted to hit on. And then there was like the Spanish War or some war where they didn't know that, and they ended up being off by 30 degrees until somebody was like, hey, we're on South America. We need to like do our calculations for the other direction. And then they were hitting it on. There's like documentation of them figuring that out live in the field.
4.2 miles, something like that. None of the sharpshooters take an effect of any curvature at all whatsoever. The only thing they're concerned about is
Jasper.
the wind. That's all they're concerned about is the wind condition.
No.
Except for what I just said.
That's one of the things they're concerned about, not the only thing.
Yeah, and if you read the manuals, it tells you all the things that they have to account for.
With their missiles.
And it's not
they
missiles.
They don't take an effect of the curvature in the ocean.
Missiles steer themselves, so...
Yeah. They're unsteered projectiles that we have to use that for. There are certain things that will get themselves to where they need to be for being told exactly where to go, or a heat sensor or something else, right? That they will go and get to their target for different reasons while they'll correct themselves in direction. We're talking about mortars and or shooting a sniper rifle, hitting a target at a quarter of a mile or something like that. That's when you motherfucking need to pull the Coriolis effect out to make sure you hit target. Because you know what doesn't work? If you go to sniper somebody and you don't hit them the first time. Most of the time they're going to notice that they almost got sniped, right? It may not hit them, but it's going to hit the wall behind them. It's going to hit the wall in front of them. It's going to hit the person next to them.
It
they're
still
go,
will make a noise. It's not completely fucking silent.
Yeah, exactly. You're still going to finger out that somebody's trying to snipe you, and then you're going to duck and run. And, you know, it's just like when you're playing fucking a Hitman, right? And you don't snipe them the first time. Everybody goes running, and then you don't get to hit them. You're just like, yep, restart. God damn it. You know, you don't have that chance when you're in the field. So
anyone that's like fucked with BB guns as well, come on, you know
that shit fucking
you may not have to do all the maths and shit, but you know that you don't just account for wind, you account for the pellets going that way, the weight of the pellets count for something, the rotation of the pellets per second count for something. Like, even with BB guns, there are so many variables to it that you have to do to shoot the target shooting people, whatever, let alone when it's actual situations where you need to fucking kill someone.
Yeah.
Right? And if you do an experiment with fucking BB guns, you're like, come on.
So really quick, I think that Rex paid to do a shot. I can't see, so we're just gonna do a shot anyways. If you didn't, no worries. I think you did. I just couldn't look up all my apps right quick. So let's do this, and then we'll go to Super Ghosts.
And just to make heads up to make sure all like any shot payment for shots goes to, like, pay Slim.
Yes.
No other accounts.
Yeah. Although I'm still going to pay Mango for some of the nudes that she sent me recently. But no, never mind. Anyways. So cheers, Russell. It's a launche. Skull. Ooh. Eat bad vodka. Hashtag bag of vodka. Okay, so Super Ghost. At first I was thinking, no, he's never done an experiment. But now that I think about it, last Halloween he took a pumpkin and he was trying to like say, you know, if I can see the, so if we can find him doing wannabe experiments, like I will try to find those. What we're gonna do next after this is we're going to look at his video catalog, and we're just gonna collectively pick the next like 2 or 3 videos is what we're gonna do collectively from looking at the titles, which, you know what, the titles don't mean that he's going to talk about anything about that subject, and every single one says flat earth, but does he talk about flat earth at every single one? Fuck no, he's just using that as clickbait. Yeah, well, see, I don't know if that's 100% correct, but yeah, supposedly dogs have understand the poles, and they supposedly before taking a shit will spin in a certain direction before they take a shit until their nose or their butt finds true north or something. It's really weird, but it's not 100% claimed, and it doesn't always happen, and their supposedly magnetic fields can throw them off and blah blah blah. So the study is
bees actually have a internal clock. So they took bees from outside to underground where they couldn't tell what time it is, and they still came out at the right time regardless of artificial lighting. They then took bees across the world in a plane where like day was night, night was day, and they still came out at the right time, like not for where they used to be for the new place. No jet lag or anything. They were like, oh, it's daylight now, so it's time to come out now, like something like that. Like we knew they weren't affected by whether it was light or not. They were affected by knowing. And
like, then they can
really
count. They can
experiment. So, but that fucking fascinating, and more proof of, ironically, the world works the way we think it does, because that wouldn't happen if there was a flat earth and time zones didn't exist properly and blah blah blah.
So they can also count. We've also seen that they're able to like do like semi-complex math equations to some extent. Bees, I'm pretty sure that it was. And so we have the pump experiment that we're going to be showing in just a second. Tiny, if you could find that video by any chance, please do. We're going to show Demon Orb is going to give us a example of how CC is playing with his pumpkin. He tried to balance an egg. And so if anybody could find the fake experiments he tried to do, like we'll totally go over those. Okay, you have an experiment idea. You need three little people, a wiffle ball bat, a trampoline, 2 unicycles, an emu, 3 busty women, and a vat of sour cream, and you'll show us why you're banned from Waffle House. Well, you should have taken the 6K video when you were there the first time so that we had proof of that. But like, if you come to Fort Collins, I'll give you all of those things, and then we can get you kicked out of another Waffle House. Jeebus. Okay. Let's listen to what he's gonna say in a second, which is what is fake? What's fake, CC? What's
no professor, no scientist. Nobody has debated us at all. The only debates that we get,
except for all the people that have debated you, and then we do it again and again, and we just debunk you. Like, we don't have to debate you anymore. We actually do the scientific experiments and or show you by scientific experiments, and or if we don't, we can lead you to other people that have done that, and then they have proved those things with the mathematics, the instruments, and all that stuff to prove to y'all that we live on a fucking ball, you weirdo.
Are bullshit. Nonsense. They don't even know what the hell they live on. They haven't even done any study at all whatsoever. They
Except
haven't
for
even
all
done
of
any
us.
fucking experiments.
Except
they haven't put one fucking experiment of their own
Except for me swallowing a sword and me walking on glass and a handful of other things. Do I call that an experiment? No, but like the only way for that to happen is if I get the physics right and I do things. So literally, all of us have been putting stuff out to prove y'all wrong.
On any of their fucking channels, and they're gonna come and
Except
debate
for all of
us.
us.
That's such bullshit. With nonsense from NASA and pictures with all the shit that's all that they have? Are pictures from NASA? Which was, by the way, a Nazi regime originally created.
Oh, it was totally a Nazi regime. That's how that works. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Go back to that. There we blow. Give me a second. I'm trying to send an invite to somebody. Let's do that. There we blow. I just sent you one. Okay. Now let's. I wish I wouldn't have stopped it on it saying Nazi on my freaking screen, but that's okay. No, I'm just kidding. YouTube's not that fucking hardcore. Every time that we've been copyright struck or whatever, or we've been told that we violate TOS, I've gone to them and they've said, no, you're right. Like you weren't the asshole, you know? So anyways, let's keep blowing on with this.
They can't put together the pieces.
The Nazis
They found the
couldn't?
smartest scientist in Russia, von Braun. They made him head of NASA at one point. He was the speaker. Ever since he's died, who's the head?
We still got things on Mars. We have the ISS. We have all these achievements, punk, just because we haven't gotten back to the moon, which they're totally planning on doing very soon. I don't remember if it's a private company or if it's NASA, and I believe that Russia is planning to get something on the moon in the next couple of years or something like that. I think is one of the plans that I heard a proposal for.
Head speaker, nobody. Except these bumbling idiots, you know, NDT, you know, the idiot bow tie, you know.
Totally.
I mean,
totally.
Come on. The fake astronauts. You're going to believe these people? You're going to believe these people to tell you that you live on a spinning wet ball? You know? I mean, it's just so ridiculous and obvious, and it should.
No, I believe I live on a dry wet ball, you asshole.
Be to everyone by now. If you're not on board with the flat Earth, or if you're not even studying it right now, you know, then you're obviously a troll, or you can't say anything because of your profession, and that's understandable, totally understandable. But my information's out there, other people's information's out there, and none of them.
Did I pass it? I thought I didn't skip it.
But I mean,
oh, fuck me.
Scientists have contacted me, but why would they? I get a small channel. Nobody's gonna even see these videos, and if they do find it, cheers, you found me. Hi. Oh, I don't know. I mean, there's so much shit to think about. There's just so much stuff that's out there that's so obvious that people really just need to research and wake the fuck up. But they're too busy. You know, I have a flat screen TV that's 50 inch large. I need.
Hey Rex, how are you doing?
Hey, hot. It is fucking hot outside.
Jeebus Christ, I know, brother. It's crazy.
Yeah, but you walk outside to get the mail and it's like smack.
God. The amount of stories I keep hearing of people that have been catching the Amazon driver or the postie passing out because of the heat is unreal.
Oh yeah, it's I sit directly in front of my air conditioner.
They said like what is it, Arizona or somewhere is literally unlivable because I saw pictures where like the glass on cars for the blinkers were melting.
Jesus.
And like traffic lights melting. The big bin, like the big like plastic bins outside food shops melting, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they've been in air. It's been over 90 degrees for like a month, if not 100. Yeah, something like that. Something like that.
But But the Earth was made to specifically suit us, right?
Yeah, God made it so that we can perfectly live here until He decides that we shouldn't. Just like Sodom and Gomorrah and the Ark.
Well, yeah, He won't flood the Earth again, but we're all going to burn one day, and we're getting there.
Well, we're almost there.
The amount of weird excuses I've heard about it and all, like, one, no, God will fix it.
Yeah.
Like, when it gets too bad, He will fix it.
Yeah.
2, this is the beginning. This isn't global warming. This is the beginning of the apocalypse. Or we don't want to fix it because we want the world to end quicker so we can all go to heaven.
That's exactly what the extremists want. They want revelations to happen. The only thing is we have not taken over Israel, or the whoever's didn't take over Israel yet, and that's what they're waiting for. Please.
Oh, they've got to rebuild the temple too now. Don't forget that.
Yeah, they have to. That's right. They have to rebuild the temple on there or whatever. So yeah, don't tell Kent Hovind that CC doesn't like the Nazis, because Kent Hovind loves them. Just like what's his name? Kanye West. He loves them. Anyways, so I found where he was saying where nothing exists, and that's what I was trying to get at. And then we'll get into the pumpkin and the egg, and we've got fun stuff to watch. Commander, will somebody send Commander a link? I don't remember how to get a hold of them, but I thought somebody else on the panel knew how to get a hold of them.
Is the Commander in a Discord?
I thought that Vila knew how to get a hold of them, but if not, I don't remember. But we will try our hardest.
Commander, if it is me that knows, just give me a message quickly.
Yeah, if you're in,
if it is me.
Well, if you're in Slim's Discord, that'd probably be the easiest way.
Yeah, I just don't know if they are. I'm not sure 100%.
Oh, okay. Well, see, this is why I don't use Twitter or Instagram or TikTok or any of that other crazy shit. I've got 3 sites I use, and if I can keep those 3 sites straight, I'm doing damn good.
I have to be on everything.
Well, that's different. I mean, like use like
actual social. Yeah, unfortunately, I have to be on all of them. Okay, Tiny, I will look that up as well.
Pornhub is full of the same old shit. You got to go look other places. Yeah.
Sweet end times. What's that? I'll open it, but we'll look to see what it is. I'll open this, and there we go. I got couple things open, but here's where CC says that everything's fake. So here we blow.
Are we ever going to get those back, by the way? No, they're gone. Fuck you. Acceptance. And that's it. You finally accept it. And then you understand that everything is.
Yes, Irish. It's totally fucking hot outside. I hope everybody's naked and having a good time. But we'll talk about that in a minute.
Can't be naked. You'll get kicked off.
Well, I am sitting here in underwear.
We're trying. Sure. I'm just hoping that we can get everybody naked. When when we were doing the vampire ball in Las Vegas, I told my boss when I saw that he had a walk-in shower that I was gonna get like 15 people naked in the shower, and after I did it, everybody who walked in the room was like, of course Slim got freaking 15 people to get naked in his shower. Only Slim.
Good time.
Yeah. So here we blow.
Every single thing that you've learned. History.
Everything's fake.
The mountains. Everything is fake. Earthquakes.
About space? Is he talking about space?
Are fake?
He's talking about everything. Earthquakes?
They are. They're not coming
He's gonna say
your spinning wet ball, magna.
Magma.
And
then he says
the sun, fake. Moon, fake. Wandering star. You want to call them planets, fake.
Oh. And then he says,
shit, I gotta take this call. Son of a bitch. And I was going on a good one too.
Right.
Where does he say mountains?
I've private messaged you.
He
the
says
link.
Yeah, he says mountains are fake. He says all kinds of crazy shit
Yeah.
is fake, and like it's insane.
He's weird.
So let me.
His brain cells are fake.
I believe he's a fake AI bot.
Well,
That's what
he
I'm
got more than
saying.
me. If he got at least fake brain cells, I got none of them.
Irish
Oh,
is saying it's
you're a quantum
103 there.
I mean, I can see your avatar, and you're a fucking quantum computer.
Exactly.
In a bot. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to believe the computers. Like, look, I've got a cyborg over here.
Yeah.
I've got another fucking robot here. And I've got some clockwork things diagonally.
Down there,
Okay.
yeah. You just gotta wind me up. I mean, I don't run on electricity, so you just got to wind me up. Make sure my TikTok is all working.
Yeah, all the roboty mechanicalies are telling me that CC is fake. I'm going to believe them. And I mean, we all know you believe what you hear on YouTube, right?
Well, you're not hearing it on YouTube. You're hearing it on StreamYard.
Oh my Jeebus. Okay. It started playing some weird video for me, and Jeebus Christ. Okay. All I heard was CC the whole time, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know why, but okay, give me a second to go back to here.
Commander's here, and I love their avatar.
Ooh, yeah.
How are you doing, Commander?
Oh, all right. Too bad I wasn't here before, because you were talking about what these fundamentalists, they basically want to ignite the apocalypse. There's an entire YouTube community devoted towards proving that Trump is the Antichrist. That's why I think they like him. Remember, I told you the name Daniel used for the Antichrist was Karen Kufreshnan.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what? I heard something kind of like that where a YouTuber was talking about how their neighbors were celebrating when Trump got elected, saying that like they were so happy because God was going to humble him. And it was going to be a good thing that like God made Trump president so he could humble him.
Yeah, that's
and it's like no, I'm pretty sure being president isn't going to humble Trump.
Yeah.
Might even do quite the opposite.
Yeah.
That's what happened to him. It totally
On
did
August 21st, 2019, Trump compares himself to the King of Israel and the second coming of God, and all of Israel is reading Isaiah 40. Who shall you compare me to an idol? And it's like that Haftarah was made for basically letting people know Trump is full of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
okay,
look,
so let's get back to CC.
Well, I'm gonna show my age.
Go ahead. Yeah.
Every president since Nixon has been called the Antichrist. So know, we will get there one day. But
if I'm correct, Revelation was written and put in the Bible for Nero. So I think that they thought Nero. So it was
the
that
Roman
old.
emperor.
Yeah, they thought that long ago that the world was going to end because of that emperor. So how far off are you people? Like it's insane.
Well, not just that, quite literally, the start of the prophecy of like God sending the man, God sending his son, the hero of mankind, blah blah blah, whatever, hasn't even been fulfilled. Because Jesus didn't actually fulfill the criteria of what it says in the Bible he should be. But the Bible changed the story to make Jesus fit the criteria so they could say that he is like the Lord of mankind or whatever it is. But considering that the start of the end of the world hasn't even happened yet because there has not been a Messiah of God. So that's hilarious.
I should actually produce a video. The first YouTube channel I was ever involved with, they didn't know I wasn't a Christian, was a YouTube channel devoted to proving that Trump was the Antichrist. There's actually, I first became interested in the subject. I was watching the secular show, and there's this douchebag, Rabbi Joseph Berger, caretaker of David's tomb at the time, who was talking about the numerology of Trump's name meant Messiah. We got to get back to CC because I could go on forever.
Anyways,
I am definitely going to message you later to talk about that because that sounds fucking amazing and hilarious all at once.
Yeah, totally. Irish Demon says, "Are all my toys fake? Feels like they're pretty real to me." He. And then she says, "I'm gonna stay quiet on that." No, if you are using your toys, you will not be quiet at all. They're Irish.
Oh, that kind of.
Anyways,
okay. I was saying Boba Fett and Slave One are sitting right there. They're definitely fucking real.
Yeah.
That's the kind of
toys.
Is that what CC uses to wipe his ass?
Yes, what we're about ready to see. So let's blow on with this because this comes from our demon orb. So let's listen to this.
Good morning, good evening, wherever you may.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna boost the audio. There we blow. So here we go.
Maybe. Well, same time. This is not the scale, of course. When I grew up, the solar system was stationary. All right, honey, come on. Will you stop this bullshit? Can't you give me like 5 minutes? No, you've had all morning, and I'm freezing and I'm hungry. Oh.
Wait, that's a toilet
All
brush.
right, screw you then. You know what? Die.
There we blow. No, stop.
It's such a good fit, that toilet brush. Like
they got the hair right off.
Yeah, that is such a brilliant comparison.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my bad. I started coughing. I was laughing so hard.
Jesus Christ. It keeps playing all these videos when I don't want them to. It's really weird. So I'm like, what is going on? Anyways, okay, let's get back to here, present, and we'll go over Cece's egg fail. Ah, Jeebus. Put your camera in the right place. I need go down. Don't put it on a shelf. Why do you have it there? It's always the same hairstyle. It's definitely the same. It's definitely the same hairstyle.
It's pretty quiet on our end.
It's quiet.
Have it pointing up his nose. Most people have the camera pointing up their nose.
Yeah, it's way better above.
This is at least better than that.
Yeah. I turned it up as much as I can.
Okay. If I was making YouTube videos while driving and posting them, my employer would fire me.
Well, yeah. Luckily, his employers haven't seen his videos yet, I guess.
I was thinking with the sort of van he's got, I think he might be a medical transfer.
Yeah, he works for like
a you can fit the trolley bed in there, but not for the high risk people. You know, when people are taking you from the hospital to the old folks home or somewhere like that.
Yeah, no, he works for an old folks home or something close to that. It's an assisted living facility that he works for. That's what it's called. Assisted.
You're sitting down in there because we've got one that comes and picks a lot of people up from where I am, and it's seats. It's like a minibus, but that looks like it's a very wide open space in the back. So we're either talking beds or wheelchairs, but I highly doubt wheelchairs because, like,
well,
you could
when
just
we looked at
transfer
that,
them into a seat.
when we looked at the last video, there were
those
three.
Those are often just you ride the wheelchair in, just like if you want to lift somebody from their seat, that's a lot of work. There's actually vans that you can just ride a couple of wheelchairs in. And
Yeah, so
it could also be that he might be working for them, but technically is self-employed.
Don't get technical with me.
I don't know about being off the books. Just maybe he's like
No,
working
he
through a
wouldn't be
third
able
party
to be off
somewhere,
the
shape, or
book
form.
in a job like that.
No,
he
no,
needs to be insured.
But
he might be working through a third party, which I don't know how that works. But like, I think he works for
me,
a
it looks like-
facility.
you said-
He works.
You said it looks like there were 3 seats in there. There would be the 3 seats that the medical team or the nurses would sit in, and then you have the hospital bed go in there, and they just like wheel you in, transfer you, and that's what happens when old people are just discharged from the hospital
take them to
be
the
moved
doctors,
back
drive
to
them
where they
around.
stay. Yeah, because they're not like high risk. They don't need ambulances to take them.
Yeah.
They have those little ones like that. Yeah.
So what you're saying?
For wheelchairs or
Hold
stuff
on,
like that.
hold on. What you're saying is that he's the person that takes all the old people out into the middle of the desert and just drops them off and then drives back to the old people's home. Okay, that's what he does for a living. Prove me wrong, CC. Anyways, let's keep blowing on.
Allegedly.
In Minecraft. Anyways, so if you have a straight jacket, you can donate it to me. I need to get a new straight jacket to do the straight jacket escape. I broke the one that I have and I haven't fixed it. So if anybody has a straight jacket they want to donate to me, I will totally take it so that I can escape from it during my shows. Anyways, let's keep blowing on. So I turned up the volume as much as I could, and he's just far away from the camera because he doesn't understand the concept of how the fucking technology works because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, we're at 11:29.
So he set up some coins.
I taught my niece math using coins.
It's fun when you relate it to money.
Of
It
course.
works better.
Yeah.
Well, more specifically, I taught her fractions using coins.
Okay. CC can't count, so this is going to be difficult for him.
Balancing things. Stand upright.
I'm kind of scared about where his camera is. Does he have a hidden camera in his kitchen that his wife doesn't know about? Is that what he's talking into right now? Kind of scary.
No, I can't see.
Yeah, otherwise she takes it away.
Yeah. Where? Okay, you got an egg. Meow.
And how's eggs supposed to prove Earth flat?
Just watch the Idiocracy. And yeah, he doesn't always drive the same car. He's always driving different ones. So again, I believe he works for whatever, and
that makes even more sense. And that would be medical transfer for the old people because it would depend on what they need. They're not going to send you in a massive car when you only need to take one fucking person. What's the point? That's a waste.
He's just a chauffeur technically for the elderly, I guess is the best way to put it.
There's only a few things he needs for that, and at least one of those things is potentially not a sex offender. Congratulations, that's a big deal in that community. Well done.
He probably needs a passenger endorsement just for insurance purposes.
Sure. And the other thing is if he still has this job, he hasn't gotten into an accident in a couple years at least. So,
I mean, at least that, like, not having a criminal record in his corner of the internet is a big deal.
Although he could have just not told the employer that he was, and if they didn't look
True.
into it,
If
technically
it
he
happened
could
after he
still
got the
be.
job, then yeah, like, because you
And
need to
or
pass certain
some of these people don't. Supposedly, some of these people don't. We found out there's a lot of like granny grapists that have been found out, and they had a pass. Just nobody looked into it when they applied, which is really fucking weird. They should. They should. No, they totally should. Yeah, no, they totally should. But we found out recently there's a lot of these people that got into these industries and they had a sketchy past, and they still were able to kill lots of old people.
Oh,
and
Jake the
weird things like that.
asshole pepper sprayed a autistic teenager on air and thought he could get away with it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. The video is horrible. So anyways, let's blow on a little bit more. Let's see what this egg thingy mabobber he's trying to get at.
Also, how is he going to prove the flat Earth with
That's
trans people?
I don't know. Here we go.
Sorry, that struck me as funny.
That was good. That was good.
Oh, and by the way, the Equinox Hotel is on Highland Road, and it's 33 Highland Road. Those bastards.
What? Just because it's 33, you idiot. Oh my god, just because.
Oh.
Well, that's when Jesus died, right? He was 33 or some shit like that.
Yeah. Bro, we can't even see what you're doing, you dumb cunt. This experiment doesn't even work because we can't even see it. To do what?
Get the fuck out of here. No way.
He got us to stand up on it. And yeah, eventually you can find the balance of a lot of things, and you can make a lot of things do things that you don't think that you can do it. I mean...
Oh, I think I know what he's doing. Remember Home Improvement where Wilson talks about how on the equinox you can balance an egg?
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think somehow this is related because he mentioned equinox.
Because, everything on TV is true. Everything.
I mean,
especially on a
it's
TV
the
show.
equinox now. So I should be able to balance an egg now, and it's not going to be the equinox in 22 minutes. So that means the second it goes to 12:01,
It'll fall over.
Yeah,
you might as well bowl.
This is redonkulous. Once again, you can find the center balance of a lot of things and make a lot of things stand upon. And if you're patient enough and you understand the concept of how to get something to use its equilibrium. I mean,
yeah, you can balance a sledgehammer on your hand if you do it right.
Exactly.
Don't knock yourself out. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So this would work, but again, dumbass, I can't see what you're doing, you idiot. So we can't tell exactly what's happening because you're a fucking douche nozzle.
That's actually quite funny.
Yeah, I can't see what you're doing, idiot.
I mean, yeah, he could be masturbating. I mean, I said that out loud.
He is. He technically is. He is definitely jerking it.
Oh, well,
what's that got to do with it anyway?
I don't know, but let's hear what he says right after he does this.
There's no way.
I got it to stand on.
Okay. All right, listen. Can you see this?
No, we can't, you idiot. Oh, yeah, duh, you dumbass. So now he's just trying to put an egg on its end on the counter.
Try to do that with a fresh egg right out of the chicken.
It'll probably work a little. I don't know. But this is idiotic. What does this have to do with the fucking ball? I mean, I tried to balance an egg on something else, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's another story for another time.
That's another story for another time. Yeah.
You didn't hear that.
He's like, wife, don't come in. I'm making one of these goddamn stupid videos again. Please don't
Yeah,
scream at me.
and he has
just
kids.
say
And he has kids.
and then say you didn't hear that.
I literally think he has kids too. I think he has 2 kids.
Why do the stupid people
mean,
reproduce? Why do the stupid people always
I know.
reproduce?
The other day I was somewhere and like I saw these people that looked the most inbred that I've ever seen, and they had like 8 kids running around them. I'm like, fuck! Oh, of course you idiots fucking kept inbreeding, you fucking assholes.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
it's like that one X-Files episode that they did way back in the day, like back in the 90s, where the kids were fucking the mom and they kept her under the bed. Yeah.
That's what it felt. That's what it felt like. I mean, not felt like, but it looked like. Not what I feel that with a 10-foot pole. It's what it sounded like. Yeah, all the kids could barely even talk, and the parents, dude, they had barely any teeth in their fucking face. Anyways,
I mean, look at the royal family, right?
Yeah. Well, there's lots of royalty that kept it in the families for way too long, and there's a handful of diseases.
The Habsburg family, from like Germany aristocracy, they are famous for inbreeding to the point where it's called like the Habsburg chin. And if you look at their family portraits, you see
they all have a jutted
facial
out
deformities, and you see that literally they are no chin. They are just.
It's the goddamn Lannisters. Just quit beating around the bush.
Yeah, and we can totally put a couple eggs on a string, and we can see if they disappear, and we can pull them out slowly. Anyways, never mind. We'll talk about that later, Irish. Let's keep going on with this idiot trying to show us about how we can balance an egg for no reason.
He can't even do it.
And again, what is he trying to do, and why, if or not? I mean, what does this have to do with anything?
You know what you do with the egg?
Home
You fucking
improvement.
break it open and you put it in the frying pan.
And you eat it. Yeah, that's exactly what it's for.
Yeah. You make it sunny side up or over easy, or you just scramble the motherfucker. Yeah.
I'll fix it.
His wife is yelling at him.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I'll fix it, baby.
Just don't come in.
Don't come in the kitchen.
Right now, I'm over there. Yeah.
I'm experimentating.
How do you masturbate with an egg? Maybe Villa can answer that one.
I mean, if you put it up your arse.
He doesn't get that he's got to find the balancing point. He just keeps trying to put it on the exact same place, smack bang in the middle.
Yeah, he's not using its equilibrium to its advantage. You got to keep rolling it around and doing small little minute corrections until, like, it's very, very.
It's probably close to impossible.
Totally. But once again, how does this prove the flat Earth? You fucking weirdo. Well, that's another reason why you hard boil them first, because then they can stay in there. It seems like it once. Yeah, exactly.
Goddamn, we got 2 full moons this month.
That's rare.
All right, I'm down. Supposedly supposedly there's a comet storm that you can see tonight in the next like 2 days. I don't know exactly where in the worlds, but I saw it here, so I think that we can see a comet storm here in the night sky.
Meteor shower.
There we go.
Yeah. You're passing through a comet trail, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So supposedly we can see that, and I'm gonna try to go and look at that and see it. What are you
balancing point?
The equilibrium.
I got bored.
And
the moon's the equilibrium of the middle of
moons this month, but it's not real.
Yeah,
One's tonight and one's on the 30th, but it's not real. The moon's not a thing.
Tiny Captain is saying, "Just wait for it." So let's keep going on. He may get it. You know you can like keep recording this over and over again until you get it, you dumb cunt. You literally, it's recorded. You
Take
literally can keep. Yeah, take fucking 27. You know how many times I fucking do like my shorts or when I do certain like recorded shit, I record it like 12 times in a row until I finally get it perfect to where I want so I can show it to fucking people. You idiot.
Oh, was that the one where you smashed your? Never mind.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll
I had to
talk
get
about
that just right. And then why does he have money out? I don't know what any of this is for any reason why he's even saying this. This is why I say he's fucking fake. This is not real. He's an AI bot. This is and human would never do this. Literally.
You're about to convince me.
Someone whose brain has been melted by bullshit because these people don't have functioning brains anymore.
Well, I still believe he's not real. CC, prove me wrong. I think you're fake. That's what I think.
You mean like he's a He's a poser? He's just
no. He is an AI generated. No, he's an AI generated human that he keeps posting videos that we think is real, but nothing in his existence is real, and we're just seeing a fake existence.
It's like watching a cartoon.
You know, the guy that thinks. No, it is even Hans Wormhat as well, isn't it? That thinks.
He's like nothing is real. I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like Hans Wormhat saying all
why-
the animals are fake and they're just people or robots. That's what CC is. CC is like a robot, but
yeah, that's what I'm claiming.
Flat Earth.
I have to find one of those.
Flat Earthers are robots. They're not real, and they're out there to try and fuck with people's heads.
They're here.
He's like Data. He's like Data from Star Trek, but without the personality. So,
yeah, exactly.
And without the ability to analyze information properly.
Exactly. Well, he's here to trick all the idiots into thinking all this idiocracy. He's here to trick them. So we have the lizard people that just showed up. Yeah, there's nothing fake here. Don't look away. So anyways, let's blow on a little bit more and then we'll get to him explaining about the fourth
Everyone
wall.
on your best behavior before we anger our almighty scaly overlords.
Yeah, and hopefully the mole people don't show up, and if they show up, we're really fucking screwed. So let's keep blowing on.
Your scales are absolutely beautiful today. Your patterning is extra bright. You must have shed recently.
Yes.
Lovely.
You're looking slim.
Please don't kill
The
us.
Jewish space penguins will protect you.
Yeah, exactly. Similarly. Ox. Hey, Ox.
Hey, Ox.
Hi, Ox.
So you couldn't do it because you're a loser? What was this fucking all about, you weirdo?
All right, well, that didn't work on my end here.
No shit.
We'll end it here because I fucked up. Yeah.
Does that prove anything? Doesn't prove shit.
It doesn't prove anything. It doesn't prove shit. That's exactly what it said. Okay, so we're going to stop sharing that, and we're just going to go to the next one.
Oh, I wanted to ask you guys, have you ever seen the video where they took spiders into space and saw how they build webs in like almost zero gravity?
I have watched that.
I don't know if it was on the. I don't know if it was on the space shuttle or if they took them to the space station.
Yeah. They made weird things.
Yeah.
It's just like when they gave spiders LSD and they made webs. They made these weird, crazy patterned webs because your equilibrium and other things was off. So yeah, that's very interesting. We may go over that one time. So now let's go over how CC is crying about the fourth wall. Or yeah. This is hilariously.
I love Deadpool. Deadpool's great.
Yeah. He doesn't understand the concept of anything for sure because he is an idiot. Let me make sure. Yep. Okay, I changed it. And here we blow.
You see reflections on there and everything like that. Anyway, real quick, I'm just going to show you something.
Yeah, exactly. He said that he couldn't prove anything, and that's
Okay, so what I'm
exactly
doing
yeah.
here, this is a Rachel Ray.
Why do you have to tell us that? Why is that important?
I just cleaned it.
I was watching her show once and her tits fell out. I'm just saying.
Oh, that would make me want to watch her more. Otherwise, she's an annoying twat. But anyways.
You know, I take it where I can get it.
Advertising. Care less. As a matter of fact, to be honest with you, Rachel Ray, you really got to upgrade your freaking system here. I mean, this is like a child's play here when it comes down to your culinary crap. Double the size of it. But anyway,
okay, you weirdo. What?
There's the guy who's still got fucking basic ass white goods shit. That is normally what you get in the first time you buy a house, the cheapest shit you can find, or the cheap shit that the landlord provides for you for free. And you're ragging on someone else's culinary setup. Your kitchen hasn't been renovated since the fucking 60s.
Exactly. Look at all that. Appliances behind him.
Well, Vila's making me feel guilty because I need to redo my bathroom.
Oh no, I don't have any problem with that sort of look. I don't mind.
Well, hey.
He has no right to shit on someone else's kitchen setup when his is shit. You're not taking the piss out of someone else's setup.
Oh, fair enough. But you get more than 3 people in my kitchen, and we're gonna be bumping heads and shit. I've got a little tiny kitchen.
Oh, my kitchen is really small. It's got 4 different shades of paint on the tiles that I'm having to strip back because they were done wrong. I've got a shitty white good oven that my landlady provided me with. Then I've got my black fridge that I got and my mum's old silver washing machine. So nothing matches in there. Nothing looks great or pretty. But I'm not pretending my kitchen's like fucking good. It's shit. Like,
I must say, having a fucking black refrigerator is pretty goddamn metal. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I love a black refrigerator. Yeah.
Honestly, it's not. It's a thin one. It's not big or anything. It's a fridge freezer, and it only costs like 150, something like that. And I had to have one because the fridge that was here when I originally moved in was broken and covered in mold. And there was meant to be a washing machine, but the previous people that used to live here stole it. So, like, my mum gave me her one because she was moving in with her boyfriend, now husband, and didn't need it. So, like, I got that. But, yeah, it was really cheap. It was cheaper than a white fridge, which I was fucking shocked about.
Oh yeah, that's metal. I'm just saying that's metal.
I love it that it's black, but it is also one of those like it's not like I'm like I want a black fridge. That's so goth. It's like, oh, that's cheap.
So Cece's a clown. I have proof of it.
Oh, you do.
Prove me wrong that you're not a clown, CC. Okay, anyways, let's go back to here and put that. And yeah, I have photo evidence of that.
And you saw how that glitch. Look, the filter glitch. We saw him in his true form.
Exactly.
What I do is I want you to take a look at this. I want you to take a reflection of a light right here.
We can't see it, idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
There it is.
And
okay. Now, when you do this on anything that's clear,
yeah, exactly.
You see the sun, and it actually looks 3D right now. That's the sun.
Know, guys. Does it look
not
3D?
how the world works.
Right
I'm
there.
shining the reflection of the light into the camera.
That's not how the fucking world works. That's not how the dome works. He's totally gonna say that. Never mind. Just keep going.
On the dome.
Son of a bitch.
And when you actually look at this, your perspective
No, real clowns are awesome people
Sees it.
for sure. Okay, that's not how we see the
3D
sun.
animation. It's amazing.
No, that's not how we see
It
the
really
sun,
is.
you
Am I getting it
idiot.
right?
Yeah, glass reflects. Good
Yeah,
job,
we got two
CC,
here.
idiot.
But I mean, when you take a top like this, a stove top, a pan top, and it's glass, you can
And?
actually see the sun. Here, let me get it myself.
No, that's not what's happening. God damn it, son of a bitch. I have to do this. Hold
Sorry,
on, I have to
that
do.
that broke my physics brain. I'm sorry.
No, I know.
That broke my
I know. We have to do this.
You're stupid. Yeah.
Yes, Cece, you're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
Mike
you
Bertelson
idiot.
is an engineer at
Yeah.
EB, and he did the math to see how thick a dome would have to be, and if there was any material that could cover the Earth that could possibly support itself. There is none.
Exactly. Yeah, there's no structure, glass, plastic, anything that could hold itself up with how huge the Earth is. Even if it wasn't, let's fucking pretend it's fucking flat. Even that dome doesn't even work with the size it would have to be
Or like,
to
if it was water, right? And we are just, say, an air pocket, the pressure of infinite amount of water around us outside
is infinity.
Like, how would that work? How would we
No,
not?
of course.
Like,
No,
all of this is just
up
bull.
there. How would that pressurize, like pressure affect us? All this other stuff, like it. I can't even comprehend a way. I'm not even good at science, but it hurts my mind to. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Like, my brain is literally frazzling at that.
He can't even count to 4. Anyways, thank you for showing us how big your gut is here, CC. Thanks for the gut shot. That's really all we're seeing here.
So, are you carrying the keg there, man? I'm just.
He's
saying.
totally carrying a keg under that shirt. Just because light reflects off something doesn't mean shit, you weirdo.
Yeah. See, I'm looking at it right now, and it actually looks like a 3D holographic image. That is amazing.
That's what a reflection looks like, you idiot. But just because you see a reflection that kind of looks like something that you want to a pigeonhole or straw man does not mean that that's how the world fucking works, bro.
Let's see if we can do it on this camera.
No, I know, but I was just saying, thank you for showing us your beer gut there, homie. You know, and I have one too. I've got a beer gut now.
Mine's creeping over.
And now what is he going to show us? It's just his stomach again.
They're deceiving you.
Yeah, light can reflect off of anything. That doesn't mean that it goes through it.
Did a little too high there. Oh, by the way, the new tripod showed up. Yes, it only took about 2 weeks.
That's how we
Thank you,
see shit.
Amazon. Fuck you.
Light reflects off of everything. That's what
Exactly.
colors are.
That's how our eyes sees things, is the reflection off of things that give us the optics to realize it and know it's there as an object. Yeah, and that's the different colors, is the different light spectrum that our eyes are seeing that's reflecting off of it. Anyways, and our eyes, once again, are very, very dumb. There is so many different light spectrums. There's so many different colors we can't see, and other things like that we can prove. So if there was a God, he's very shitty at letting us see everything that is possible in the existence that he created for us. And once again, like we said on Lizard's thing, why are our sex organs our piss hole, shit hole, and making love holes? Why are these so put to get next to each other? Or why is my breathing hole my eating tube? Shouldn't I have 2 different tubes? Why can't I breathe and eat? Why can't I have sex and like not have it near where I poop or pee? Like, what the fuck? None of that makes sense. Evolution, dummies. That's how fucking that works, you idiot. Like Kent Hovind was trying to say how like the evolution of seahorses couldn't be a thing, and God had to do it, except for like that's the way the evolution works. The only reason why seahorses are able to be the dominating thing around in those areas as that type of thing is because the male can take in the thingies and they can do it. And so while the female is making more eggs, the male can be
he's actually doing
making them grow, right? And then getting rid of, then letting them go. So it's a process. They have an advantage over other sea animals in that area that are those type of predators. That's why they fucking survived, because of evolution, you dumb cunt. And we're gonna unfortunately have to go. Yeah, we're gonna unfortunately have to go over Hovid and his son very soon. I don't want to, but god damn it, I think we're gonna have to. Okay, anyways.
Just quick before we go on light, Irish, his microwave's reflecting light, but technically everything in there is reflecting light. That's how we are perceiving any of the colours happening in that kitchen, because the way it works is the light reflects on it and it reflects back all the colours of the spectrum of the light and except the colour that it is, it absorbs that colour, and that's how our eyes perceive the colour.
Exactly.
Well,
yeah.
Well, when I joined the army, apparently I see colors differently than everybody else.
Okay.
So I couldn't be like a bomb disarmer. What was that movie that had Hawkeye in it?
Oh, you're colorblind, or you can't see a few
colorblind.
colors.
Yeah.
Red, blue, and green are fine, but like shades of gray, that's no.
Yeah. So, anyways, once again, your senses are not completely telling you everything, which the flat earther will say, "Oh, your senses don't tell you blah blah blah." Yeah, because why would we notice that the Earth is spinning if we were always here? And why there's no reason to add extra senses to us, especially if we need to go and hunt and gather and take care of little ones to raise them. There's no reason. But again, our senses are very, very faulty. That's why people wear glasses. That's why people have to be in wheelchairs. People don't grow everything properly, have hearing aids, all of the thingy-mabobbers that happen when our body doesn't do what it's supposed to do. And through old age, we lose most of those things anyways. Your taste, your smell, all of that stuff, your brain, your memory. So
and there are people who can see ultraviolet because they have another set of rods or cones.
Sure, exactly. So some people can see way better and other people can sense things way better, but most of us are very dumb with our senses. Our senses are very dumb because you have to hone certain things as well. I'm like going hunting and stuff. You sit there in a blind and you have to sit there and listen. There's certain other things that cause you to hone your sense a little bit more, but again, they're still very, very faulty, and they can trip you up very, very easily. If there's a gas leak in your house, if you haven't eaten for long enough, if you don't have enough water, if you get enough sun burning, you get second-degree burns and stuff, you can start going through illusions and not knowing what's going on, and a handful of other things can happen. I've gone through lots of them. Maybe those were from taking a bunch of hallucinogens, but maybe not. But anyways, let's get through this a little bit more.
Just to let you know, for screwing up my shipping details, but just this little thing, when you get, and you can do this at any time of night, when you get a spotlight like this, and you're looking at it right now, and you focus in on that, it looks like an hourglass. It looks 3D. I mean, it's amazing. Thank you for something.
Dude, that shows you just how much non-schooling you've had, you fucking idiot. No, and again, like, you're the idiot for not understanding what's going on here. It's not us.
But that's literally sort of because he's done it. If you saw, so the panel's concave, right?
Yeah.
And then he's reflecting it. That's sort of like that trick where they say get those plastic like just some piece of plastic, glue them together in like a triangular shape with a tiny square at the bottom, put a picture underneath, and it makes like a hologram effect.
Yeah.
So it makes it like a mini 3D projector, and you can do it on your phone. That's sort of like what he's on about, because the bowl is concave and he's got an object there of a light source, making it look a little 3D. It's literally just a trick of the eye. It means nothing.
Yeah, it's just like those idiots on TikTok that are like, oh, I can see my hand behind the box in the mirror if I hold it off to the side and then I maneuver the camera to be in a certain position. Just because my brain or the mirror doesn't see that now, like it's a trick of the fucking. I mean, it obviously makes sense. No, there's no magic happening, you idiots. It's just how the world works. Just because your dumbass doesn't understand how it's working doesn't mean that it's not fucking working.
I made this graphic actually ray tracing what a dome would look. This is actually physically accurate ray tracing, and we don't see anything like that.
No. And again, how would I be able to see the moon and the sun in the same sky if it was flat and one is supposed to be on the other side of the other one? And then how would an eclipse happen and all these other shits?
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
It's ridiculous, but
yeah,
that's what this was designed to be, just to mock the idea.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely. That's awesome. Hey, West Side Girl. I hope you're doing well. We're gonna go over and telescopes using caved mirror to make the images as well. So just because you're looking at something through, that doesn't mean that it's not there. And he's saying the dome is reflecting lights from another source to make it so that we see that, and then that proves the dome is what he was trying to get at.
And where the fuck on the surface of the earth is the sun emitting itself onto the dome?
And, supposedly it's the underground. It's the underground stars in Antarctica. Somehow they're projecting the lights into the sky to us for us to see all of the things in the sky, supposedly, because the Nazis have an underground base with the aliens, and they're communicating together with the Nazca and the Illuminati with the Xenu and all of the above. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why, because it's all just conspiratorial bullshit, and a lot of it's xenophobic, where they think that the globalists are going to take over, or the globalists are hiding the things.
The globalists. And does anyone remember when Kanye was talking to Charlie Kirk, and Charlie Kirk says, rather than say Jew, why don't you say globalist? So we know what this is.
Well, yeah, and
anti-Semitism.
Yeah, exactly. And that's a lot of this. Same with like the ancient aliens thing, which we're going to be talking about next week, and a handful of other things that we always go over.
Oh my God.
All of the. Yeah.
My mom loved ancient aliens. She would watch that shit every time it came on. I was like, what are you doing? I'm just watching the show. Okay. But I've got two things. Okay, what if God took the dome away off of the planet and replaced it with a magnifying glass, and that's why it's so goddamn hot now?
Oh, he's trying to do the ant thing, where you used to say, kill the ants with a magnifying glass. That's what God's doing to it. Well, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was making the joke earlier. Kind of was. He made the flood. He did Sodom and Gomorrah and all these other things. Oh, we finally pissed off God. Now he's just gonna burn us all to death. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what we're gonna go over. That's what we're gonna go over. How fake that is, because it's actually very, very anti-Semitic. Because they're saying that ancient cultures that aren't white could not have ever built a magnificent structures, because white people's the best for no reason at all. Yeah. So anyway,
any non-white civilization can't do it, and it's happened consistently, and it's not
around
it's
everybody.
not modern conspiracy theorists that do it. now, or just historically crusty old white people from the fucking British Museum.
Yeah,
Like,
so
literally, the
there-
1950s, 60s, it was still happening where some people from the Philippines had to prove that, in fact, the different tribes on the different islands were not just always there and happened to be landlocked there and were born there and all this shit. And
Yeah,
that
so anyway,
there
anyways,
were lies. They had to build the fucking boat to do it.
Yeah, so anyways, there is a great channel that we're going to talk about when we talk about it that goes over the lies and or how that's fake history claiming ancient aliens, and they're going to go over, and I believe this is going to be the best way for us to go over the History Channel without getting claimed, because they use a lot of stuff and they show a lot of stuff, but they talk over it, so they're not using a lot of their stuff, even though they're using like the images in quotes, but they actually say most of that. So I think this is the best way to get around it.
I wanted to try something with it because I know of a way that apparently works, and this person managed to get like 2 million subscribers and never got copyright doing this with just straight playing movies, right? No commentary. She was just watching the movies, and that's what I'm going to do is like download it and then inverse the image and pitch the color different. And apparently, it makes it really difficult for the computer algorithm to do it because it doesn't look exactly the same anymore.
Yeah, unfortunately, I can't play the videos off my computer because it's not high quality enough. That's why we play them off of the YouTubes. But normally we don't have a problem because even though we got taken down yesterday, it did not copyright anything. So every once in a blue moon, we just have to stop for a second and then wait, and then it'll come back, and then almost like we've never been copyright claimed actually.
Okay, that's
so
good.
yeah.
Let
So
me know
sometimes
if
we
you
just
want
gotta
me-
wait.
Let me know if you want
Just
me
don't
to try
use the
for you to
audio
play it or
from
something, because I don't mind.
Yeah, and so that's why we're going to be using this other content creator who goes over it, and they make little cute little cartoon skits with it and stuff. And we'll talk about that. They're like alternative history dub channel or something. But again, when we get there and we do that next week, we'll totally give them props and go over them. So to get out of here, or right before we get out of here, let's go ahead and play this last thing. This is the last video that he has posted. And West Side Girl, if you want to explain yourself a little bit more, go for it. Because I believe God has lied. But anyways, we'll talk about that later.
You see, this proves that the sun is local. Okay?
What?
How?
No.
Have you ever seen a double rainbow in real life?
What? A rainbow? What are you talking about, you weirdo?
And you know something, when you have rainbows, when you see rainbows from planes and the light is just right, it's not a rainbow, it's a rainbow circle.
It's a rain circle.
All rainbows are actually meant to be circular. It's just you can't see the rest of it from where you are. And my ex saw he couldn't. It was funny because where he happened to be positioned, he couldn't see the top half of the rainbow, but could see the bottom half of the rainbow. Which, that's just weird. Cool.
Oh, I saw a double rainbow. It fucking blew me away.
I get double rainbows.
I've seen a hand. Yeah. We where we are in Colorado, we see a handful of them, or I've seen a multiple. But that's amazing. But again, it's motherfucking the way the atmosphere is going around, and the light is going through different thingy-mabobbers, which is most likely like water systems.
Acts like a prison, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's water systems that somehow either a mist, semi-rain, whatever it is.
The radius of the rain, the rainbow is also dependent on how big the raindrops are.
Does the Bible say that the moon can be out during the day? I don't know where that is, but sure.
The moon and the sun and the sky. Yeah.
I mean, I've mooned a bunch of people out during the day. Never mind. That's not what you're. That's not what we're talking about. Let's keep blowing up with this idiocracy.
I love the double rainbow effect.
Oh, there technically is a double.
Double.
There's barely a double. There's barely one. We can't see it. I'm sure he can way more, but there's technically a double.
Sums it up.
So somehow that means there's a local sun.
And the Jewish calendar is a lunar calendar, so ancient Israelites would have been aware that the moon could be out in the day.
Okay, that doesn't make sense. So the Old Testament or whatever would have been would be saying that.
Just quickly,
Yeah, it wouldn't be saying that it only comes out at night because they watch the lunar calendar.
Yeah, totally.
It seems like looks like West Side is friends with Irish Demon. So hello, and also I just looked at your channel. Congratulations! Like they've only had YouTube for like a few months, and they've got 300 subs already.
Nice.
Well done.
Awesome.
That's so fucking good. Well done.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Okay, so let's blow on with this.
There's your dome.
That's not the dome. That's not showing us a dome.
How would that be the dome if there are clouds above it?
And then how is there a double? And why is it? Why is it?
The dome.
Yeah, well, and why is the double? And why is it banded that way? And once again, that's how the curvature of the globe would work in the atmosphere that was covering the globe, which would cause it to bend the light in that way through these rain particles or water particles to make you see.
When you spray the hose into the air and there's like the mini
rainbows,
that's proof that there's actually in fact a mini invisible dome there.
There's totally every time you make a baby rainbow with your fucking hose, there's a dome around it.
Wait, making babies with your hose?
When you're making babies with your hose, there always ends up being a rainbow around it. Jesus
Having
Christ,
babies come out of a hose seems painful.
Hey, that's God's fault. That's not my fault that he decided to make the hole this big at first and then it stretches that big to push that huge head out of there. That's God's fault. And it's like pushing a fucking baby out of a hose pretty much. I mean, literally, it's like it. I mean, how much closer could you get? Because if you thought that you were going to do this, you would do it.
That you can suck a golf ball like through a garden hose. I can push a watermelon out of one.
Out of my vagina. Yeah. You know what? You know, if there was a god, he would make it just like the chest bursters. And every time you had a baby, it had to explode out of your chest. Duh. I'm just kidding. Look at Mila's face. She's like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Oh. No, you just reminded me of Alien Resurrection when the robots would make the robots. Think to when we get to that point.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Slim's making more Slims, and
don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody.
No, it's fine. Slim had the operation to stop that. Remember?
Yeah, well, I did have.
Oh, sorry, no, he had the update.
Oh, he
Yes,
got
I had the update.
That's right. I remember.
Okay, so we're gonna end on this. Because screw CC. Here we go. We're gonna end on this. We're gonna end with this.
Baseballs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, son.
Oh no, not again.
God damn it! I don't have enough. That's okay. I'm probably gonna get copyright claim for this, but fuck it. I think I still get monetized even if I don't know.
Just got a couple minutes while we're gassing
Well,
up.
Mel Brooks did die a couple of years ago. So maybe
I'll have this.
I'll have the cleavage.
Oh yeah.
Special.
I'll have the cleavage. No way, that's special. It's the same thing. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Both have the Luna fish. Oh, hey, watch where you're sticking that thing.
Huh? Oh, look, it's got a mind of its own.
Sorry, it's got a mind of its own. Well, give me a second there, and I'll make you blue, and you can promote your channel. Give me a second.
And then Harry began feeling around on all the trees. And he said, I got it. We on Pluto. And we said, Harry, how can you tell? He said, from the bark, you dummies. From the bark.
Go ahead and share your channel with us.
Is he all right?
Here we go. This is the part.
Hey, what's wrong with this guy? I don't know.
You might get a picture right there. Come on.
Waitress! What did he order?
Oh, he had a special.
That's what I ordered. I ordered for the soup. Good move.
And here we go.
Oh, no. Not again.
You are welcome.
Again.
Thank you, Ox.
Baby, my heart's on fire. If you refuse me, honey,
Oh, I've got a good Jeopardy fact. Not really.
Yeah, man. All right.
What the hell?
So there's that. Okay, and just for the heck of it, we're gonna get out with this. Oh, I have it here, I think. Everybody go to West Side's channel and go show them some love. While I find, I think it's, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's here. And we have to play this at least once every single time we do a stream now, because this is like my favorite song in the world. And I love taking the piss out of Andrew Taint. So here we blow. So everybody say goodbye, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
If I could say one thing, did you know
exactly.
Yeah, that scene in Alien when the thing popped out of his chest in the first movie, nobody knew that shit was going to happen. Scared the hell out of one of the actresses, the short-haired one.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It was great. Her reaction was real, but that's just me. Goodbye. Nice to see y'all again. I will get around.
Awesome. Heck yeah. So hopefully we'll see everybody here in the near future. So you did a reaction to Shane O'Connor and Shannon McGowan, Haunted. Okay. We'll go over there later and go check that out. So I'm here. We're going to get out of here with Andrew Taint. Go ahead.
I should be doing my spooky stories tomorrow, although it's still iffy because having to go back and forth between mine and the neighbor's house to look after the cats, because the kitten, adorable little thing, also fucking insane. Yeah, he's very runny, circly, jumpy, get into trouble-ish, and like it's cute as all hell, but I need to make sure he doesn't hurt himself.
Yeah, I understand.
Also, still trying to like combat the fleas that they've managed to pick up. But looks like I'm winning. 30 quid down, but I'm winning.
Nice.
Flea killer is expensive.
Mama says tomorrow 1 hour King video of Sovereign Soul Unchained Mind versus Red's rhetoric debate. Oh, Jeebus Christ. From 3 years ago, debate was short. So she edits videos for some of these. So it's going to be an edited version of that.
1 hour long video. Some reason autocorrect got her.
Okay. So we'll go and watch that. Everybody's thingy-mabobber is in the description for all the stream pervs. So everybody, please go down and subscribe to all the people on the thing. And Westside says, "Can't wait, Glober." So yes, we'll be there and do that. So, anyways, here let's leave with, of course, my new favorite music video.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Imagine being a 6th grade boy in the United States right now. What are you hearing at school? What are they telling you on the internet?
Listen, would you rather have sex with a transsexual, which is a legitimate 10, or a woman, which is a legitimate 1? What is straight? Think about this. What is gay? Megan Fox with a dick, or Hulk Hogan with a pussy? You people are not thinking about the question. Megan Fox with the dick, or Hulk Hogan with a pussy?
Andrew Tate is a pervert.
I'm so smart.
It's probably not surprising that Andrew Tate was the most Googled man in the world last year. He offers a different vision.
What is straight? What is gay? It's all a big sliding spectrum. This is the question I'm asking. Megan Fox or Hulk Hogan?
We don't know.
You're thinking, well, I don't want to be gay, so I just click the girl, the number 1, did it? You're gonna fuck Hulk Hogan.
Again, we don't know.
Okay, yeah, there's a pussy, but he's got a mustache and muscles and shit. He's all hairy, big dude, 6'5".
Well, you might kill yourself.
It's pretty gay to me. That sounds pretty gay. I don't care if it's a pussy. That is gay.
Well, they're telling you to stop being yourself.
Whereas Megan Fox, okay, he's got a dick, but maybe you can like scoot it out the way. I mean, still Megan Fox. What is straight? Think about this. What is gay? Megan Fox with a dick, or Hulk Hogan with a pussy? You people are not thinking about the question. Megan Fox with the dick, or Hulk Hogan with a pussy?
Andrew Tate is a pervert.
So this is the question I'm asking. You need to operate on a higher plane. Think about this. This is important. This is cultural. This affects the world we now live in.
Don't complain.
Oh, no, it's gay to bang Megan Fox with a dick. I counter that argument. It's gay to bang Hulk Hogan with a pussy.
Earlier generations of Western leaders might have found parts of Tate's message inspiring. Now it's seen as a threat.
I operate on so many levels higher than the average man. You people are not thinking about the question. Megan Fox with a dick, or Hulk Hogan with a pussy?
Either way, we think Tate's views about men very much deserve a hearing.
What is straight? Think about this. What is gay? Megan Fox with a dick, or Hulk Hogan with a pussy? You people are not thinking about the question. Megan Fox with the dick, or Hulk Hogan with a pussy?
Make up your own mind about Andrew Tate.
Now listen, if you have not subscribed to a YouTube channel, do it right now. Do it today. And all you have to do is click the big red subscribe on the YouTube channel. Woo!